What's next for baseball legend Willie Mays' home? That question still needs to be answered.
Yeah, his son Michael was hoping that he could explain that to the city of Fairfield leaders, but he was denied the opportunity. What's left of Mays' home still stands, but it's in rough shape after neighbors say it caught fire a few years ago. Mays' son wants to buy it, but those plans came to an unexpected stop last week.
WVTM 13's Magdala Lusant spoke with him, and she joins us live outside the Fairfield home. What did he tell you, Magdala?
So, Guy, Sherry, Michael Mays just wants to see something positive happen to his father's house. You can finally see the shell of the home after it's been covered with overgrown grass for years. The land bank took ownership of the property in 2023 and an investment company owned it before that. Michael Mays telling me today that he wants to keep his promise of making that house a youth center and doesn't want to deter, or despite what happened last week, he doesn't want that to deter his plans. The question about what will happen to baseball legend Willie Mays' childhood home in Fairfield is being asked again. Willie Mays' son, Michael, wants to give the community an answer.
If you look at pictures of the property, say 2 months ago and the way it is now, it's getting the attention that it clearly was not. That's a good thing.
Last week, he was late to a meeting with the Fairfield Land Bank Authority. His flight delayed. He planned to tell them his plans to buy the house. He told me he updated the chairman on his time of arrival, but some board members chose not to wait.
He kind of left, so I people perhaps had places to go, things to do. I have no idea, but yes, it did feel, let's say, awkward.
Last summer, the MLB invested a lot of money into reviving the country's oldest historic ballpark, Rickwood Field. Mays says he only heard of rumors the league's plan for the field may incorporate his dad's home, but that was never confirmed.
And I thought that was a great future look, but still, in my understanding, the field and the house are apples and oranges. They can make a great fruit salad, but if you see where I'm going with that.
Mays believes the city may have other ideas for the property, but he doesn't know what.
I have heard nothing negative, nothing contrary, so that's why I'm sorry to be sitting here bewildered, but someone will figure it out, or they will at some point. Maybe it's something to be revealed.
And today we made multiple attempts to ask the Land Bank Authority Chairman Ronnie Underwood about when they are going to schedule a new meeting. He got back to me not too long ago to let me know they haven't done it yet, but once they narrow down a date and a time, he'll let the public know. Now, I did ask Mayor Eddie Penny yesterday to see if he would offer a comment or an interview, and he said he didn't have a comment in regard to the land bank nor Mr. Mays. I followed up with him again today, hoping that he had changed his mind, and he has not responded to my message. We're live in Fairfield. I'm Magdala Lusant, WVTM 13.